Universal Studios Florida is a theme park located in Orlando, Florida. Opened on June 7, 1990. The park's theme is the entertainment industry, in particular movies and television. Universal Studios Florida inspires its guests to ride the movies, and it features numerous attractions and live shows. The park is one component of the larger Universal Orlando Resort. In 2015, the park hosted an estimated 9.6 million visitors, ranking as the 6th most attended theme park in the United States, as well as the 10th most attended theme park worldwide. History. Over the years, Universal Studios Florida has not limited itself to attractions based on its own vast film library. It has occasionally licensed popular characters from other rival studios, many of whom did not operate theme parks themselves. Some examples include Ghostbusters and Men in Black, The Simpsons, Transformers, and Shrek. Many of the park's past and present attractions were developed with the actual creators of the films they were based on, and feature the original stars as part of the experience. Steven Spielberg helped create E.T. Adventure and was a creative consultant for Back to the Future, The Ride, Twister, Ride It Out, An American Tail Theater, Jaws, Men in Black, Alien Attack and Transformers, The Ride. In many current rides, the original stars reprised the film roles including Rip Torn and Will Smith in Men in Black, Alien Attack, Brendan Fraser for Revenge of the Mummy, The Ride, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Edward Furlong and Linda Hamilton reprised the roles for Terminator 2, 3D Battle Across Time, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz and John Lithgow for Shrek 4D, Steve Carell, Miranda Cosgrove, Dana Gea, and Elsie Fisher reprised the roles from Despicable Me for Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, and Peter Cullen and Frank Welker reprised the roles as Optimus Prime and Megatron for Transformers, The Ride. In many former rides, the many original stars were also to reprise the film roles such as Christopher Lloyd and Thomas F. Wilson in Back to the Future, The Ride. Roy Scheider recorded a voiceover for the conclusion of Jaws. Alfred Hitchcock and Anthony Perkins appeared in Alfred Hitchcock, The Art of Making Movies. Additionally, various Nicktoon voice actors reprised the roles in Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast, and Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt introduced the pre-show for Twister, Ride It Out. Park history. From its inception in 1982, Universal Studios Florida was designed as a theme park and a working studio. It was also the first time that Universal Studios had constructed an amusement park from the ground up. Quote, However, the proposed project was put on hold until 1986, when a meeting between Steven Spielberg, a co-founder for the park, and Peter N. Alexander prompted for the creation of a Back to the Future simulator ride in addition to the already planned King Kong-based ride. Spielberg had also noticed how competitive the park could be if it could compete with the nearby Walt Disney World and SeaWorld. A major component of the original park in Hollywood is its studio tour, which featured several special effects exhibits and encounters built into the tour, such as an attack by the great white shark from the film Jaws. For its Florida park, Universal Studios took the concepts of the Hollywood tour scenes and developed them into larger, standalone attractions. As an example, in Hollywood, the studio tour trams travel close to a shoreline and are attacked by Jaws before they travel to the next part of the tour. In Florida, guests entered the Jaws attraction and would board a boat touring the fictitious Amity Harbor, where they encountered the shark, then exited back into the park at the conclusion of the attraction. Universal Studios Florida originally had a studio tour attraction that visited the production facilities, but that tour has since been discontinued. Branding. Previous slogans for Universal Studios Florida were, "See the Stars," Ride the movies. No one makes believe like we do. Ride the movies. Jump into the action. Experience the movies. The current slogan is vacation like you mean it. Timeline. Previous attractions. Like all theme parks, attractions are sometimes closed due to aging and replaced with more contemporary attractions. Universal has seen this happen several times. Some notable closures include Confrontation, Back to the Future, The Ride, The Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera, Jaws, and Nickelodeon Studios. The closures of Confrontation, Back to the Future, and Jaws have been given homages by the park to honor veteran visitors who revered the former rides. The large area that once housed the Jaws attraction was reconstructed to make way for the new Diagon Alley, part of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter attraction, as an homage to the Jaws attraction that was available to so many visitors of the years. References to Jaws have sprinkled throughout the new Diagon Alley, one being a set of shark jaw bones appearing behind the herbs and potions of Mr. Mulpepper's apothecary. Nickelodeon Studios became a Blue Man Group attraction in 2007. Park design. Universal Studios Florida features 6 themed areas, all situated around a large lagoon. In 2012, this lagoon was the site of Universal's cinematic spectacular, 100 Years of Movie Memories, a thematic display that showcased scenes from various Universal films, featuring lasers, projectors and fountains, and pyrotechnics. The 6 surrounding themed areas, clockwise from the entrance, are Production Central, New York, London, Diagon Alley, World Expo, Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone and Hollywood. Each area features a combination of rides, shows, attractions, character appearances, dining outlets and merchandise stores. The newest area, based on Harry Potter's Diagon Alley, was added to the park in the July 2014. The San Francisco area closed in 2016 and construction will begin for L.A., set to open in 2017. Production Central. The area is also home to a variety of dining outlets and merchandise shops. Food and beverage items can be purchased from Beverly Hills Boulangerie, Universal Studios Classic Monsters Cafe, while merchandise can be bought from a variety of themed stores, including Universal Studios Store, Studio Suites, It's a Wrap, Super Silly Stuff, Shrek's Ye Olde Souvenir Shop, and Transformers Supply Vault. New York features several dining outlets, Finnegan's Bar and Grill and Louis' Italian Restaurant, which were designed for the park, as well as Starbucks Coffee and Ben and Amp Jerry's, which are commercial franchises. Within New York exist 2 merchandise shops, Sahara Traders and Rosie's Irish Shop. The first 2 feature merchandise related to attractions within this area. As Nickelodeon was headquartered in the park at the time, the opening credits for Roundhouse and all that were filmed around this area of the park. London, Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley is the second half of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Opening in July 2014, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley features 2 rides, the main ride being Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, and the secondary Hogwarts Express connecting it to the first half. Diagon Alley also features a restaurant, the Leaky Cauldron, and several signature shops. These include Ollivander's Wand Shop, Weasley's Wizard, Weez's Borgin and Burke's Madame Malkin's Robes for all occasions, Wiseacre's Wizarding Equipment, and Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor. World Expo. Sometime after June 2005, the optical illusion of the Space Shuttle was removed from this part of the park. As you headed towards World Expo from San Francisco, Amity, it was one of the many designated photo spots throughout the park. There was a hanging platform that you would place your camera on and take the picture. The shuttle would look as though it was sitting on the top of expired park ride Back to the Future, the ride. Woody Woodpecker's Kids Own Hollywood. Hollywood's two dining outlets are recreations of actual Hollywood outlets. Schwab's Pharmacy and Mel's Drive-In offer guests a variety of food and beverage options. A third outlet, named Café La Bamba, operates seasonally. Guests can purchase Terminator merchandise from Cyber Image and Magic-related items from Theater Magic. Character appearances. Universal Studios Florida has a number of costumed characters. The following is a list of characters that can be seen in the park. Production facilities. Universal Studios Florida is also a working production studio. It has been used for several movies, television series, commercials, music videos, and other events throughout its history. It was also the home of Nickelodeon Studios, the production location for Nickelodeon from 1990 until 2005. In September 2008, Nickelodeon returned to Universal Studios Florida for the production of My Family's Got Guts. In January 2009, the Powerball lottery drawings moved from Iowa. They are conducted and made at Universal Studios Florida, coinciding with the Florida Lottery's entry into the Powerball game. In July 2010, RTL Group's Family Feud was filmed at the studios, coinciding with the show's debut of new host Steve Harvey. Universal Studios Florida is home to 6 sound stages that are available for a variety of purposes. A 7th sound stage, Stage 18, was one of the former Nickelodeon Studios sound stages. It was redesigned in 2007 as the Sharp Aquos Theater, where the Blue Man Group has performed since June 2007. The sound stage and the core production facility were made a permanent part of Universal City Walk. Sound Stage 21 has been used from 2004 to 2013 for Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, which has produced its weekly television program, Impact Wrestling, from there, and has aired some of its pay-per-view events from this location since November 2004. It is referred to as the Impact Wrestling Zone for this reason. TNA also uses Sound Stage 24 for backstage use. The remaining sound stages are available for rent by other production companies. During Halloween Horror Nights, the sound stages are occasionally used for the event's haunted houses. A wide range of productions have been filmed in the sound stages during the studio's history, including many local and national commercials. Television shows include Sequest, DSV, and Superboy. The Ellen DeGeneres Show taped a week-long series of episodes at the resort in the spring. Sports entertainment shows WCW Monday Nitro and Roller Derby series Roller Jam were taped at the studios. In 2009, the studios also became headquarters for the Adrenaline Partnership's Fireball Run series, a popular national motoring event series. The studios have hosted numerous game shows, including national tours of Wheel of Fortune, Fear Factor, and the Florida Lottery's Flamingo Fortune. Since 2009, the Powerball drawing originates from the facilities. Major scenes of the movie Parenthood were filmed at the studios prior to the park's opening to the public in 1990. The film Psycho IV, The Beginning, as well as the TV series Swamp Thing were also filmed at the theme park shortly following its grand opening. Most recently, the films Bring It On, In It to Win It, Ace Ventura Jr., Pet Detective, Beethoven's Big Break, and The Final Destination were filmed at the studio. During the 1990s, when Nickelodeon's main home was at Universal Studios, the sound stages were used to film almost all Nickelodeon's original live-action programming, including Get the Picture, Keenan and Amp Cal, Family Double Dare, All That, and many others, although many programs, including All That and Keenan and Amp Cal, later moved to Nickelodeon on Sunset in California. while Stage 18 is now used as the Sharp Aquos Theatre for the Blue Man Group. Sound Stage 19 and the core production facility are home to Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Other sound stages located throughout the park house the attractions Blue Man Group, Sharp Aquos Theatre, Shrek 4D, Donkey's Photo Finish, Twister, Ride It Out, Revenge of the Mummy, The Ride, Men in Black, Alien Attack, and E.T. Adventure. Annual events. Universal Studios Florida features several seasonal events throughout its operating calendar. Some are included in the daily park admission, while others are separately ticketed events. Grad Bash and Gradventure. Grad Bash and Gradventure are two separate events held in April and May at the park. Grad Bash is an event for graduating high school senior classes who can gather for an exclusive all-night party at Universal Orlando Resort featuring the two parks' best attractions, live performances by some of the most popular musicians, dance parties with DJs, and pre-parties live at the Universal Music Plaza stage in the Production Central area. After Disney's retirement of Grad Night, Grad Bash was held for 5 nights in 2012. Gradventure is similar, but is designed for junior high, middle school graduating students. Halloween Horror Nights. Halloween Horror Nights turns the park into a giant haunted playground, including scare zones, numerous haunted houses and special themed shows. The event is run annually in late September, October, and early November. Macy's Holiday Parade. Macy's Holiday Parade brings some authentic balloons from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to Orlando in a month-long event in December that highlights the Christmas celebrations at the park. Mardi Gras. Generally in February through to April, a parade and concert series inspired by New Orleans' Fat Tuesday Party is held at the park. Rock the Universe. Rock the Universe is the park's Christian music festival, featuring 2 days in September of concerts with leading contemporary Christian rock, and Christian rap artists live at the Universal Music Plaza stage in the Production Central. Summer Concert Series. Summer Concert Series occurs annually and features a variety of popular music acts performing live at the Universal Music Plaza stage in the Production Central. A Celebration of Harry Potter. A Celebration of Harry Potter is an annual 3-day weekend event held on the last week of January at both Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure, celebrating the fandom of the Harry Potter books authored by J.K. Rowling and the film series based on the books. Universal's Express Pass. Several attractions in Universal Studios Florida allow guests to utilize Express Pass. This pass admits users to a separate line for the attraction, which is given priority status when boarding. Express Pass is not a virtual queuing service. Instead, pass holders may enter the Universal Express line whenever they wish. This pass is not included with park admission. Attendance.